All right, Rachel. So Tesla's been having a different year in the, we'll call it the past month or so, than it had earlier this year. But you've got a 5-day chart you want to take us through first. What does that tell us?
Of course. So Tesla over the last 5 days has seen a lot of price volatility, really trading really close to all-time highs and then breaking down on that support around 435, 437 or so. And then just recently this morning, it was able to break above that level. So that's a classic old support becomes new resistance and vice versa. We see even with that Bollinger Band with really showing the volatility, compression, and expansion. It really compresses when Tesla trades in a tight range, and then when it begins to expand, we see breakouts in volatility and in price, and really in both directions with price there. So we're seeing a breakout from that volatility compression earlier this morning as it was breaking through that resistance zone, and old resistance becomes new support. So 435 is really going to be that short-term level that traders will be watching.
Okay, and so old support becomes, or old resistance becomes new support. So let's talk about the 1-year chart. You've got a 1-year chart as well. What do you notice in that chart?
Yeah, so over the last year, Tesla has formed a basing pattern, which is typically that bullish formation, really showing that accumulation that's happening through time. Obviously, a ton of repair to be made in the second half of that formation. But just recently, I mean, on Thursday, we saw a bearish engulfing pattern, candlestick pattern forming right at those all-time high resistance levels. And I really pay attention when there's a candlestick pattern forming at a valid support or resistance level, because it shows in this case, there's clearly a lot of supply at that level. So I think in the long term, we're seeing that resistance obviously being those all-time highs. We're seeing really that brick wall of resistance there. And then probably that gap from September 15th as support around 400 or so, just for the longer term investor. Obviously, that's a ways away from where we're trading now, but that's probably what folks will be watching. And then as far as relative strength, just Tesla versus tech, we're seeing it come up to relative strength resistance there. So that could be something else that other traders will be watching too.
Thank you, Rachel. Appreciate that. That's Rachel Deshelle, Senior Manager of Trading Services, Charles Schwab.